Are you looking for a yoga sequence made just for kids? Just for kids who are just beginning to learn about yoga? You've come to the right place. My name is Michelle. Welcome to Kids Virtual Yoga. I'm so happy that you're here. I can't wait to get started. Before we begin, make sure that your child is dressed in comfortable clothes, just anything that's not going to be too restrictive. And then make sure that they're practicing on a comfortable, non-slip surface. So if you have a yoga mat, that's great. If you don't have a yoga mat, it's totally okay. Just a soft surface. If you're outside, the grass works great. If you're indoors, any carpet or rug, just anything that they won't slide around on. All right, let's get started on our beginner sequence made just for kids. Today, we're going to begin in a star pose. So go ahead and take your feet and stand nice and wide, not too wide, just about like this. And then I want you to look at your fingertips and imagine that you have a laser beam on each fingertip. And the laser beam can be whatever color you want, or it could be all different colors, whatever you choose. We're going to take those laser beam fingertips and we're gonna send them out and extend them really far. So imagine your laser beams reaching for miles and miles this way and miles that way. Good. You are in star pose. Star pose is great for building the muscles of the arms and your tummy and your back, called your core, because our muscles are engaged, and even our leg muscles are engaged. Good. All right, from star pose, we're gonna raise our arms up into the sky, and magically, an axe is going to come into your hands. Now it's just a pretend axe, and beneath you is a log that has fallen. And this log is a perfect shape for a boat. So let's build a boat with our axe. We're gonna hollow out the middle of this log, and we're gonna use this log a little bit later, okay? So I'm gonna show you a pose called Woodchopper. And when we do Woodchopper, we make a sound like, ha. So let me hear you say, ha. Good. So our axe is above our heads. We're gonna bend our knees and we're gonna chop that log below us. Ready? Here we go. Ha! Good. Let's try another one. Ready? Ha! Good. And start to imagine that log beneath you and hollowing out that log as we do 5 wood choppers together. You ready? If you need to take a rest with your arms, take a rest with your arms. And we're gonna begin. Arms up, log below us, knees slightly bent, and here we go, wood chopper. Ha! 1, ha! 2, ha! 3, ha! 4, last one, let me really hear that ha. Here we go, last one, ha! Good. All right, we're just gonna push that boat out of the way, and we're gonna use that in a little bit. Go ahead and bring your feet hip width apart. Our feet are gonna be hip width apart. That means about 2 fists worth of space. So if you took your hands in between your feet as fists, just about that much space, okay? So our feet are hip width apart, and we're gonna try our first balancing pose. So if you need to grab something to help keep you balanced, you could hold on to a wall or a really sturdy piece of furniture, okay? So we're gonna first lift up one of our legs and just see how balanced we are. Can we stay balanced while holding up one leg? Or if we're kind of tipsy, hold on to something. Grab a wall and keep your balance. Good. All right, let's try the other leg. You might notice this leg is way different than the other side. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. Good. Okay, so pick your favorite leg, whichever leg you want. And we're gonna lift up our leg, holding on to something if we need to. Go ahead and grab your ankle and pull it back so your knee is pointing straight down into the ground. Good. If you need to be holding on to something, hold on. Otherwise, take the arm on the other side and send your laser beam fingertips up high. And you are in a balancing pose called modified dancer. Good. All right, let's try it on the other side. So our feet again are about hip widths apart. We're gonna raise this leg and we're gonna notice how it's different on this side. Grab our ankle, pull it back, sending our knee straight down into the ground. Good, and what we're doing is we're getting a nice stretch in our hip flexor here and in our quadricep muscle. And if you're feeling balanced, go ahead and take the laser beams on this hand and send them way up into the sky, all the way to the moon. Good, you're getting such a good stretch. You're working on strength in this leg and balance. I see that you're working hard. Good job. All right, go ahead and bring that down. We're gonna keep our legs hip width apart. And we're gonna engage all of the muscles in our core and our legs, just like a superhero. And we're gonna raise our laser beam fingertips up into the sky. And you are in an upward facing mountain. Good. Okay, from upward facing mountain, bend your knees and take your laser beam fingertips and rain them all the way down to the ground. Good. Keep a bend in your knee. We're getting a nice stretch in our lower backs and in our hamstrings. Use your laser beam fingertips to paint the ground in front of you. Back and forth. Go ahead and let your head hang loose. Remember to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling as we are in our forward fold. Good. Next, I want you to take your hands and spread your fingers really wide, just like a starfish. We're gonna take one of our starfish hands and plant it in front of us, and our other starfish hand and plant it in front of us. We're gonna step one foot back, then we're gonna step another foot back, and look at you. You are in plank pose. Now, if this is really hard and you haven't developed these muscles yet and you're shaking, it's okay. Take a rest on your knees whenever you need to. If you're ready for a challenge, we're gonna hold this plank pose for 5. Remember to breathe. 4, 3, 2. I can see that you're working hard. 1. Good. Lower your knees. Lower your body all the way to the ground. And let's take one big inhale and exhale together, okay? Good. Now we're ready for Cobra. This is such a fun pose. So our hands are still starfish hands right next to our rib cage. And we're gonna push ourselves up nice and slow into Cobra pose. Good. Cobra pose is really great for building the muscles of your lower back and beginning to develop some arm muscles, some arm strength as well. Good. Let's do one more together. We're going to inhale and exhale. Cobra pose. Good. Go ahead and push yourself up to your knees and swing your legs around, and we're gonna come to a seated position. And our legs are gonna be in a shape of like an upside down V. And I want you to grab that boat that we made before and go ahead and sit in your boat. Maybe you put some pillows in your boat, or maybe you colored your boat a really pretty color, or maybe there's words on your boat. Maybe you named your boat. We're gonna prepare for boat pose. So we're gonna take our starfish hands and we're gonna place them behind us, whatever's most comfortable for you. However your hands feel comfortable here, totally up to you. It's your choice. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna try to just raise up one leg. Good. Let's try to lift up the other leg. Nice work. Okay, so if you're ready, we're gonna lift up both legs at the same time. I know you can do it. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're almost in boat pose. This is a modified boat pose. Good. Now, when you're in boat pose, your legs might really be shaking, and that's amazing. That means you're getting stronger. So we're gonna raise up our feet. You can point your toes and flex your toes. And then, if you're feeling really strong today, raise up your feet, and then raise up one hand and two hands. And you, my friends, are in boat pose. Great job. You worked so hard today. Go ahead and lie on your back. Bring your knees up to your chest and wrap your arms around them and give yourself a great big hug. You can rock back and forth. Good. Give yourself some love. Thank your body for being so strong. You did a great job. Go ahead and let your legs extend out. And next, I want you to take your laser beam fingertips and just place them on your tummy. And we're gonna take some nice deep breaths in through our nose. And we're gonna try to send that breath all the way into our bellies, making our laser beam fingertips rise and fall. Okay, here we go. 5 deep breaths together. 1, 2, 3, begin to feel relaxed. 4, 5. You did an amazing job today. I hope you enjoyed beginning yoga. I'll see you again soon. Stay here for as long as you need, taking deep breaths, feeling your laser beam fingertips rise and fall.